love or hate what we're going to talk about now, so let's go. Am I the asshole for making a TikTok about how losing 70 pounds alleviated my medical problem? No? Like, I get the part about body positivity and everything, but like losing 70 pounds when you're overweight will clearly help with your medical problem. Might be hypertension, diabetes, just everything that is that has to happen with your digestive system. All of that is going to be alleviated to some point with that. And when the pandemic hit, I made a big decision in life to lose weight. From that time period, I lost in total 70 pounds and put on some muscle too. A lot of people in my family have been supportive, but my mom and sister have been upset with me. They said I brought a lot of food anxiety in the house, and that I would shame them because I turned down eating a lot of food with them. After I moved out of the house, a lot of those problems went away. Honestly, it's not because you are not willing to do a move that another person doing a good move for their own health should not be a thing you watch as positive. Like, I wouldn't call that, I would call that like probably the food anxiety that they're talking about. This is probably the symptom of jealousy to some point, but let's go. I recently made a TikTok talking about how losing weight really helped a lot of indirectly related medical issue, like my sleep apnea. Absolutely. Like when you are very overweight, you can choke yourself, or when you're sleeping on your belly, like it's not good for the place where your organ goes. So, I missed the part. PCOS. What is PCOS? Oh, polycystic ovary syndrome. Also, like, I will guess that them being washed, the rest of the body might not help. I'm not sure if this is exactly that. And a lot of my skin issue that weren't medical, but made it not look as nice. I ended up getting over 180k views, and almost all of the comments on TikTok were positive. Nice. However, when my friend and family found out about it, they were furious. They are saying that I'm not a doctor, so I should not say that losing weight fixed my other problem, and that I am implying that they deserve what is happening to them because they are fat too. No. Being happy because you are more healthy does not imply that you are looking at other people not being healthy, being like, you are not healthy. You are like, you're an under human being. Lower human being. It's not that. That has nothing to do with that. I used to weigh 240 pounds, and it was worse for my knee. It was worse for most of my joint. It was worse for how I felt in my body. It was worse for my personal confiance, health confidence. Like, there's a lot of things in my life that went better when I lost my 60 pounds that were too much on my body at first. I told them that I made this video for myself and to share my journey. They don't view it that way. They are viewing it as me rubbing it in, and that I am proud of conforming my body for the male gaze. And the way I lost my weight was not healthy. Honestly, here's the thing. Apple, and I think like it's probably something we both know. Sorry, maybe we don't both know it. When you are very overweight, it's kind of easier to lose those first few pounds. So you can lose the early part kind of quickly because your body is just very much used to be low calorie needing, and you put in too much calories. So if you just cut on one and start doing a little bit more sport or activity, you're going to lose a lot quickly. But even when you go more close to your healthy weights and you start losing it like more slowly, my feeling is that since it was during the pandemic, we're talking like 1 year, 2 year, 70 pounds in 2 years, 70 pounds in 1 year. And I'm fine if you do it like progressively. And and she put on a little bit of muscle on that. So basically also that was not like just not eating and then losing weight. So the family can take it the way they want. I know that when I trained myself a lot, I had two of my brother that like followed that kind of steps and that put themselves in a better shape as well. So showing the example is not putting that in their face. You know that? Like, you get used to, okay, you get it. You used to be 310. You're down to 235, 250 to 235 took as much time as... Exactly. Like, the first... The really, really over pound that you have, the fat pound, when you start burning them, they burn so quick. It's absurd. And there's a moment where you start building, like, a muscle mass that will not be able to, like... that will actually, like, make you gain weight, but good weight, while you are trying to keep on losing that fat. And there's a point where you're done losing the fat, and the only thing you can do at that point is like gaining weight, but in muscle. So like for someone that is very much into training themselves or keeping themselves in shape, what I see here is some people that were just seeing someone else starting to take some good decision in their life, training more, eating less, and maybe eating like better, and they took it as if someone was like, not the asshole, you do you. Exactly. It seems like they're projecting their insecurity on you. That sounds like that. When you used to be morbidly obese and lost 200 pounds, I can second that losing weight helped me medically. I had high blood pressure and was pre-diabetic. My knee hurt when I walked. All of those issues went away when I lost weight, and that's something that hurts me because, like, me and my wife have a few friends that basically like came up with a lot of medical excuses because like they are morbidly overweight, like morbidly obese, and when they are talking about like taking good health decision, they are also quickly getting into that pass of, I have excuses though, like that's my genetic, or my knees hurt. But then you're like, you do understand that you are like 150 to 200 pounds over what you should be, and for that reason your knee hurts. Your knee, worst case scenario, okay, I have a hard time taking the excuse of my knee hurts. I've seen some people that were in a super nice shape that had no legs. Like, what's the excuse at that point to be like, I'm not in shape because my knee hurts? This guy does not have knees. He's in shape. He trains the way he can train. Like, start with something you can do. Your knee hurts? All good. Take like 5-pound weights and do that a freaking lot in a day. And even if genetic can play a role, you need to put more effort. I'm someone with a very slow metabolism. If I eat shit, I get fat very quick. I need to compensate for that. So more effort. Do you feel attacked by it's my genetic? I don't like to hear that it's my genetic. I don't feel attacked by it's my genetic. I just feel like it's a weak excuse. Because like saying it's my genetic is saying like, I know I would have to do a little bit more effort than the others, so I'll work my ass off a little more. And yeah, like, yeah, training a little more, eating a little better, time is gonna make... Okay, the thing is, I don't know if it could be a good part of the problem, okay? But don't expect that to be fixed in 1 week. It's not how it works. Like, putting yourself back in shape is a work of months. You need to start making more physical activities, and eating better, more reasonable quantities, And that's not going to work in 1 week. This is something that you need to plan on like 6 months. After 2 weeks, you're going to start feeling like betterment effects. After 1 month, people that know you will start to see the difference. And after like about 2 months, see some people on the street maybe see you in a better light. Some people that you never, the feeling of what, no, the way you feel that people are looking at you is going to be different. But if you're expecting to train one day and already feel better the next day, you're going to be disappointed. It is not how it works. It is a long time investment that will eventually bring some result. So yeah, that's like drag. The genetic part is for something, but then like if you take the right decision, time will fix that genetic part. It's often, I used to think that was just because I was big bone. I am big bone, but big bone, do you know what it means? It means that when I look at the EMC, anyway, when I look at like how heavy I should be for my height, I'm what they would consider the good average. I'm a bit over it, but like if I reach the top of my average or a little more, it's better than if I'm very much overweight. I can have the excuse that I have big bones. Fine. Or MRI, thank you. So personally, at 6'2", I reached what they were considered to be healthy at my MRI, which was like 183 pounds. At 183 pounds, I was emaciated. I was at the lowest fat count I had, but I was not building muscle at the moment. I was just doing a buttload of cardio, and I burned that by eating not enough. BMI, okay, thank you. So, the top part of my healthy BMI, for me, is very low. Fat-wise, muscle-wise. It's probably not healthy. I am big bone. That's fine, like, that's my genetic. Knowing that, after that, if I was building up some muscle on that, I knew I was in a healthy spot. Even though I was heavier than my recommended BMI, you know? So there's that. That's the genetic part of it. We cannot only go by a weight to know if someone is healthy. We need to take into consideration many other things. But like if your BMI says that to be healthy, your maximum should be like 140 pounds because you're 4'6". I went with random numbers. I guess that 4'6" might be a little under that though. So, and you are weighing twice that number, you can have big bones. But big bones would explain like 170, not 300, you know? It's not fat shaming. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm not saying that you cannot love yourself if you are overweight or anything, but for health reason, being at your healthy BMI, considering your genetics, is in almost every case more healthy. Being under your BMI is unhealthy as well. I'm not saying underweight is better. I'm saying that like having your good weight is healthier. Being way overweight or than being like way underweight. So yeah, consider your genetic. Fine. Don't use it as an excuse. But slow metabolism, take a little bit of coffee, drink water, train, eat good. You're gonna compensate that. It's a lot of things to take care about though. Most people would not like to do so.